Hey everybody, thanks for joining me today for Weather with Anthony. I'm meteorologist Anthony Slaughter, here based in St. Louis, Missouri. Today is the first installment of my weather briefings that I'll hold once a week, covering the week ahead for Missouri and Illinois, and taking a peek at some other interesting weather across the country and elsewhere. So thanks for joining me today. Let's jump right into what we can expect when it comes to our weather. We've got really hot weather conditions for the start of the week, and then a cool down with less humid weather towards the end of the week, but also some rain chances sprinkled within. All right, so let's start off by looking at the surface map, and you can see there is a stalled out boundary to our north across the Great Lakes. That is going to be the triggering mechanism for thunderstorms towards Monday and Tuesday, mainly north Monday, and then into Tuesday over St. Louis, and eventually Wednesday it'll push through for us. We'll have some really nice weather on the way for Thursday and Friday too. But as you look closer, you can see the red number shows mid-80s here on this Sunday afternoon, and mid-70s for dew points. That's the green number. So really muggy air still in place. The satellite shows the clouds with the boundary to our north, and then of course, obviously, you can really pick it out. Hurricane Aaron moving through the Atlantic. Powerful Category 5 storm. Not going to make landfall in the United States, but it's going to get very close to the Carolinas by Wednesday night into Thursday before it moves back out to open sea. You also see a lot of fluffy cumulus clouds here on this visible satellite. It's also mixed in with infrared. And showing a lot of those fluffy cumulus clouds with the heating of the day, and there are the thicker clouds to the north with the boundary that's going to come through for us, leaving some refreshing air in place for Thursday and Friday. All right, so let's look at the model. This is numerical model data. Now, it shows a lot of numbers, but I'm going to try to break this down for you. The GFS is on top, the NAM's on bottom. Now, the GFS highs and lows are painted out here, and it shows it all the way through Sunday. You can see it's still literally going to be steamy on Monday, 98, and then 92 for the NAM. Tuesday, 95, NAM, 91. And then the chance of rain, that's 12-hour precipitation. And you can see it goes up and kind of goes down through the next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, a few days. And then towards the end of the week, the 24-hour chance of rain is pretty low. And then there you can see Wednesday morning, best chance, looks like it'll be for us. Same deal with thunderstorm development, 12-hour thunderstorm chance, 24-hour thunderstorm chance. So it looks like Tuesday, Wednesday, that's the better chance of thunderstorms here in St. Louis. You get 50, 60, get pretty good odds there. So now let's put the maps into motion. This is the GFS, known as the American. We'll put it into motion through Monday and Tuesday, and you see how the spotty storms are over us, even through Wednesday morning at about, 1 a.m. Then we put them into motion for Thursday and Friday. You see the hurricane moving back out to open water. Let's go to the Euro. This is the European model. And it shows a similar scenario. Not as widespread of rain for us here in St. Louis for Monday. But even on Tuesday, just very spotty. And then we get into Wednesday, and you can see how the storms clear. And there's Hurricane Aaron that's going to get very close to the Carolinas come Thursday morning about 4 a.m. before it moves back out to open sea. And then Thursday and Friday look really nice for us, so that'll be nice. All right, so here's the high temperature map for Monday. Let's start off with that, and it shows there will be some showers and storms across northern Illinois and Chicago, parts of Peoria, maybe even Quincy and Kirksville. Better chance there. 87 for high in Chicago, 98 for us in St. Louis on Monday, and 96 for the high in KC. Best chance of rain again north of St. Louis on Monday. All right. Now let's check out the next few days here in St. Louis, starting off with Monday and going through Thursday. So the heat advisory is still in place for Monday, high of 98. Heat index will be up to 107 because of that dew point. It's going to be up to 75, which is very muggy air. Even for Tuesday and Wednesday, we're still looking at thunderstorm chances around, better chance for Tuesday afternoon, Wednesday morning, and then behind that front you can see the dew points come down into the 60s, air temperatures come down into the 80s. All right, and here are the weather headlines for Missouri and Illinois. To start the week, it's going to be hot. Obviously, we've mentioned that quite a bit, 95 to 100. Spotty storms Tuesday, early Wednesday, and then not as humid Thursday and Friday. Those are going to be some really nice days, so a little smiley face by that. And then 7-day forecast. This is my very own 7-day forecast that I put together just for you all here in St. Louis. So 98 for Monday, 15% chance of a shower, so not a big deal. Tuesday, Wednesday, better chance. And then some clearing Wednesday afternoon. Thursday, Friday, comfortable temperatures. Heating up once again on Saturday, and then Sunday. The verdict is out on Sunday. There's still a chance of a shower that could pass, but one of the models wants to go 90. The other model wants to go into the 70s. So I did a nice little blend there for Sunday. All right, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed the first installment of Weather with Anthony. I'm going to have more as we go through the weeks and months ahead. Of course, the seasons are going to be changing. We're headed into fall pretty soon, and then eventually, winter right around the corner. So if you haven't already, like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know if you want more of something or less of something. All right, keep it here, and I'll be keeping you posted for Weather with Anthony for the weeks ahead.